Hey, I'm Amy, and I'm here at Maxwell's Music House with Brandon Williams and Steve Cook, who are two members of the band Hometown Beatdown. So you guys are going to be playing acoustically here later tonight. Do you guys get to play acoustically that often?
Not that much actually. Like, we tour full band and stuff with all our gear, and like obviously guitar, bass, drums and everything usually, and vocals. But so yeah, like sometimes though, like when we're in the States, we'll play in Hot Topics, like stores and stuff like that. But we don't often play, so tonight will be something. Tonight will be a treat. We practiced a little bit earlier just to sharpen up. But yeah, so it should be fun. But no, we don't play too often acoustic.
So what's the simplest story behind the band? How'd you guys meet and end up playing together?
Well, like I used to just do it all on my own. When I was in high school, I listened to bands like Play Radio Play, and just bands like that I saw were doing it on their computer, which I was super into, and I was like, well, I can do it on my computer if they're doing it. And so I did, and it kind of like picked up a little bit from there, through the internet and stuff. And the internet kind of, you've heard this story before, like the internet kind of gave us a good start and everything. And then I met some of the boys, I met Steve, and we just went from there. So yeah, yes. that's how it started.
Pretty much it. Yeah.
So
Cool.
now we're here. Yeah.
A question I ask every band I interview is how they thought of their band name. So how'd you guys come up with Hometown Beatdown?
Yeah, which is a good question. I'll take this one again also. It was myself. I listened to like a lot of like harder bands in high school, just like hardcore bands kind of thing, like metal bands, and a lot of them had like just like hard sounding names or whatever, and so I wanted to not mock them, but kind of mock them, like just kind of make, like poke fun at it, like be a soft band that has this harder kind of name. And so people like coming into a Hometown Beatdown show, if they don't know who we are, they'll be like, oh, I don't know if I'll like this metal band, and then all of a sudden we're a pop band that hopefully impresses them instead. I just thought it'd be funny, and now it's kind of stuck with us. But yeah, we'll see what it turns into though. I'm not saying this will happen soon, but I prefer like being called Hometown. Hometown Beatdown is just kind of long, don't you think? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, okay. Okay, we'll keep it then. We'll keep it forever. But yeah, so that was the name, how that happened.
Cool. So for people who don't know who you are, who have never heard you before, what's the best way to describe your sound?
Like when we went in and recorded it at the end of our sessions, with the producer we recorded with, his name's Matt Grave, and at the end he was like, you guys have your sound and this is cool, like, and the way he described it was like Owl City meets the Main, and so, which I'm cool with, like two successful bands, you know what I mean? So I think that's the way that I would probably describe it to like people like us. But if not, like, I don't know, I listen to a lot of Jimmy Eat World, and so you'll kind of hear some of like the guitar that might be similar. I know that we don't really sound like them, but maybe if someone's into Jimmy Eat World, they might be into us. So yeah, that's how I wouldn't be very good obviously describing the sound, but I should work on that. That's what's up, yeah.
Okay, so Brandon, on the Hometown Beatdown MySpace page, it says, and I quote, "It's not often that a senior in high school would gain so much ground by skipping school to experiment with distracting visions of a new flavor of vibes that would soon break down the very walls that surrounded him."
Yeah.
So from that, how did you initially get into music and start writing and recording it?
Some good questions. Like, I don't know, like it did happen in high school kind of thing. And I guess it goes back to that other question, just like I got a Mac and I rented a microphone, got some software and stuff that I knew other people were kind of using. So I copied them a little bit maybe, and yeah, and then I just started writing. I wrote like a ton of demos. I still have these demos, and some of them are crappy, and some of them made it to the MySpace, which were still maybe a little bit crappy. But yeah, and then I just demoed, and didn't really release anything for a while. Like the start of Hometown Beatdown came long before it was public, kind of thing. Like it would be me writing with some friends or whatever in my room, and so yeah, it happened when I was a senior in high school, kind of thing. And now I'm not. Now I'm able to hang out with this guy and play some shows. So yeah, that's what's up.
Cool. Who are your biggest influences when it comes to sitting down and writing new material?
Jimmy Eat World for sure. They've been a favorite of ours for a while. I think their music's just really intricate, really deep. It still has a real sweet sound to it. I don't know what you think, Brandon.
Yeah, I think like Jimmy Eat World is definitely often mentioned, just in our band. It's often listened to, kind of thing. And so they're definitely a reference and an influence. But also, like, we know and we're aware of what's going on in music, and we're on board with progressing it and being a part of that. You know what I mean? So we kind of do have to. I feel like an obligation almost to listen to what's going on right now. Not just Jimmy Eat World. And Jimmy Eat World is still going on right now, but you know what I mean? Like some younger, targeted audience listening to music. You know what I mean? So, and I think we are a part of that. And so there's other bands we listen to, but Jimmy Eat World is kind of like a core band that we might kind of reference to a lot, just like Steve said. So, yeah, that's what's up.
So you guys released your EP, Piece of That Piece, on August 9th, 2010, which happened to be 8/9/10, which was really cool. But
yeah.
What was that experience like for you guys?
I'd say it was pretty special. We worked really hard on this project, and over the last 6 or 7 months, we've been really trying to push this EP and get it ready for the market. And I think it's a really rewarding thing when you work really hard on something, and it lives up to the hype, I'd say. You know what I mean? It's one thing to have music. It's another thing to have music and actually show people that you have that music, I think. So I was very, very happy on that day. I remember sitting in Brandon's room, and we were just waiting until 8/9/10. When it came, we just had a party, and it was just awesome, And I think ever since then, it's just been a party. You know what I mean?
No. But yeah, no, totally. Like it was a party. That's the way that we kind of say. Like it was a little bit anticipated, I'd say, and I'm not just like tooting my own horn. No, but I think looking at all these posters, it's pretty cool. But I think like it was a long time kind of in the making, and we recorded it October of last year, and so now it's like November of this year, right? Like so it's been a year since it was made. October and November we recorded it in Arizona, and then so yeah, like it was a little bit of a wait really, like to release it, and obviously it was something that I wanted to get out there. So finally released it and independently and stuff, and it's doing well. And iTunes gave us a nice little surprise by us popping up on the charts there. I hope you guys got your copies. But yeah, so that it was a cool experience. 8/9/10, hometown's back again. That's what that was our that was our quote there. So yeah, that's what's up.
Cool. What's your favorite song to perform live?
Mine's Let's Not Say We Did It.
Yeah, I'd probably say Let's Not Say We Did It. We're experimenting with a new cover now as well, I Love Rock and Roll, which I really enjoy. It's a really fun song, and I think the kids really like it, so it's probably becoming one of my favorites, I'd say.
She's not. So I got up. There's this one part that's pretty fun.
Sick.
But yeah. Let's not say we didn't though. It's just a lot of energy. Do you know what I mean? Energy always feels good at shows. And not that our other songs aren't energetic, but just maybe a different type of energy. And Let's Not Say We Did It's a bit heavier and stuff, so it's always fun. So, yep. Let's Not Say We Did It.
If you had the opportunity to choose 2 bands to open for you on a headlining tour, who would you choose and why?
Good question. First one. There's so many people. You know what I mean? I don't want to just exclude anyone, and I'd love to bring everyone and just have a big party. But I don't know.
We've definitely got a friend in Toronto. His name's Prince Caspian, and he's been working really hard on his project. And Brandon showed me his music when we were doing some work in the States in the spring of this year. Ever since then, I've been listening to his CD nonstop. So I would love to tour or to play a show with him for sure.
Yeah, we haven't even played a show with him. But yeah, he's just doing his own little thing. He's acoustic mostly. So yeah, you should check out, by the way, myspace.com/theprincecaspian, I think it is. It's a good little easy listening jam. So him, that's a good call. And probably another buddy of ours, his name's Shane O'Rock. He's like kind of a YouTube kid. He's piano, and just him doing vocals usually, but he's got an EP out and on iTunes and stuff. Shane with a Y, O-R-O-K. Shane, right?
Yeah.
Shane O'Rock. I think that's how you spell it anyway. So yeah, we take that out. I think would be very fun.
So I'd say you guys are pretty well known all across Canada and other places. So what's your favorite place you've played so far?
There's like I can't really narrow it down to one. So I don't think I'm going to. No. I don't know. I'm looking forward to playing more places, kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? Like they've all been fun in their own right, kind of thing. Maybe some a bit more fun than others, but I can't really narrow it down to one particular city. Windsor's fun. Let's give a shout out to Windsor. Montreal can be fun. It's pretty infamous for being fun. But yeah, I don't want to narrow it down. Everything's been fun.
What are you guys up to for the rest of 2010, and any plans or news you want to share with us for 2011?
Yeah. So for 2010, we're definitely going to be releasing something coming up. Not like a new EP or anything, but there will be something new on the MySpace and Facebook. So if you keep your eye out on that, and we haven't done an EP release tour yet. We got held up with a bunch of stuff, and just some plans got switched around basically. So I think we'll probably be doing like an EP release, just a quick tour, just like Southern Ontario and Quebec, and maybe out east a little bit. We'll see. But in 2010, and in 2011, we're going out with some bands, Dot Curve. In a band from Massachusetts called All Out. We're going 15 days in the States, so in early 2011. So that should be very fun. Like we're doing like Detroit, Chicago, Philly, New York City, Boston. Did I already say that? And we might be doing a few dates in Canada also with that package. So those will all be announced and stuff soon, so you guys are the first to know. Really, we literally got an email about it yesterday or the day before, so we're just kind of finding out about it. But that's confirmed and kind of ready to be announced. And so there's the announcement. There you go. So, but yeah.
Well, thank you for your time.
Yeah.
Can't wait for you guys to play it.
Yeah, it should be very fun.
Very excited.
Thank you.
Thanks.